Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I figured since this is St. Patrick's Day weekend, there might be a few of us that are going to indulge in some green beer and all of the festivities, maybe just a little bit too much. So I figured why not jump ahead of the game and get our self-care and workout done right beforehand. Today is my belly breathing for the beer belly. Now this actually is a full sequence. We will be targeting our core and also having a little bit of fun with the holiday theme. And then at the very end of the practice, we will wind down with some belly breathing. So if that's what you're looking for and you want to jump ahead of the game like me, then follow along. Alright everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you can see, I'm getting into the holiday spirit with my green yoga mat. It's actually my boyfriend's, but he let us borrow it today to get in the mood, as well as this isn't quite green, but it's the closest thing I had in my wardrobe, highlighter yellow sports bra, but we'll make it work. Okay, so we're going to begin today's sequence in the middle of our mat standing. You can do hip distance apart or your feet together, whichever you prefer. I wanted to add some tidbits throughout the sequence that are a little bit holiday related. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale our left hand, wave it across our body, and windmill over our heads, creating like a rainbow effect. So we're going to do that with our left. Inhale with our right, crossing our bodies. So now you can follow me. Inhale. Ta-da, rainbow. And right. This is a nice shoulder stretch, chest opener. You want your abs activated, your back straight. And we'll do a couple more here at your own pace. I'm just following my fingers with my gaze, but you can do whatever you want. If you want to close your eyes right now, we're just warming up. So we'll do two more. 1 and 2, and slowly release. Now we're going to inhale, lift both of our hands up at the same time, holding our hands above our head a bit wider, as if you're holding the pot of gold you found at the end of those rainbows. And we're just going to breathe into it, looking up at the ceiling, and we can slowly release them back down. Beautiful. I'll just do a couple shoulder rolls back and a couple shoulder rolls forward. Now next we're going to turn into triangle pose. So I'm going to step my left foot out. I'm going to keep my right foot pointed towards the long edge of the mat. My left toes are pointed forward. And I'm going to inhale my arms up into a T. And then slowly exhale my fingertips to beside my ankle. If you can't quite reach here, you can use a block or just hold a little bit higher up on your leg. And we want to turn our gaze to our fingertips, trying to keep our hands in as straight a line as possible. We're holding here, our abs are activated, our shoulders are open, legs straight. And we'll hold for a couple breaths. And we'll inhale back to center, rotate our left foot back in, our right foot out, and do the same on the opposite side. So we'll inhale here, and exhale, release. Gaze looking up to your fingertips. Again, you can reach as far down as you're able to. The main point here is you don't want to collapse forward. You want to make sure that your chest and shoulder is open, your arms are straight in line with each other. And if you have to do that by coming up, that's okay. We'll inhale back to center. Rotate back out to the left side. This time, instead of just going straight directly down to the left, we're going to bring our right hand across the outside of our left foot and bring our hand up to the sky. So it is a twisted triangle pose, Parvrita Trikonasana. So we'll inhale together here And exhale, coming around to the outside of your ankle and slowly inhaling your left arm to the ceiling. Keeping your gaze up at your hand and holding for a few breaths. And we'll slowly release and come back up. Twisting to the other side. Inhaling your arms and exhaling, left hand to the outside of the right foot, right hand up into the sky. Again, trying to keep your shoulder away from your ears and up, chest facing the ceiling, and breathing. Inhale back to center. We're going to do the same thing with our feet to the left side, and this time we're turning into a reverse warrior. So what that means is we are going to bend our knee over our ankle, so either right directly over your ankle or just before it. We're going to bring our right hand to our back, the backs of our thighs, and inhale our left arm above our heads. Sorry, my dog's barking. Just above our heads into a little, I don't know what you would call this, I guess a half rainbow to keep with the theme. So we'll hold here. Again, gazes at the fingertips. You're really stable in your front knee and getting a nice side stretch here. We'll inhale back to center, release our left knee, and rotate to the right side of the room. Again, our left foot is still pointed to the front of the room, right foot pointed to the short edge of the mat, bending our right knee, placing our left hand on the backs of our thigh, and inhale our right arm just above our head, and bending in a half circle. Reverse warrior. So you don't want your knee going over your ankle, you want it at 90 degrees. You want a nice side stretch. And we'll slowly come back to center. Release our hands. Now from this point, we are going to do a squat. If you want to bring your toes a little bit closer together or keep them where they are, we're going to bring our hands into prayer position. Inhale and exhale, squat down. So if you prefer, you can stay here. Otherwise, we're going to inhale our left hand to the sky and right hand to the floor. So we're just going to hold here. Our right elbow is pushing into our knee just to get a little bit extra stretch and resistance. And we'll slowly exhale our left palm to the center where our right was, left elbow pushing into our left knee, and inhaling our right hand to the sky. And we'll slowly release, make our hands meet back in the middle in Anjali Mudra. And then we're going to inhale back up, pushing into our quads, all four corners of the feet into the ground with control together. Let's do it now. Inhale. And bring our hands up to the sky. Beautiful. And release. Now we're going to heel toe our feet just until we're hip distance apart. Inhale our hands back up into the sky. And then slowly release, but this time we're going to interlace our fingers behind our heads. If you prefer to just place them here without interlacing, that's fine too. Do whatever's comfortable. And what we're going to do here is we are going to inhale our left knee up directly and then bend our left elbow to meet the knee. So we're doing a couple oblique crunches here. So I'll show you on the right. Inhale, right knee up, twist right elbow to the knee and meet there. So these are some side crunches in our obliques that we will be working on. Ready? And inhale, crunch, exhale, release. Inhale, right side, exhale, release. So I'm keeping my foot flexed each time that I bring it up. I'm making sure my abs are activated. Inhale, release, inhale. So we're trying to keep our elbows splayed out to the side, not coming in and closing your head, but just sitting here while we inhale and reach here. So do the last two on your own. Inhale right, inhale left, inhale right, and inhale left. We can just shake out our arms here after that. Now we're going to take our left knee, inhale it up to our center, holding it with our left hand, left palm. Now we're going to inhale, open up to the other side of the wall. And then in the leprechaun spirit, we are going to do a little heel click. Don't worry, there's no jumping involved. We are just going to simply tap, but instead of tapping with our toes, we're going to tap with our heels, come back up, and we'll do that 3 more times. So exhale, tap your heels together. 1 more time. There we go. Excellent. Now we're going to inhale back to center and exhale, release. And we'll do the same with our right leg. So inhale your right knee into your palm. Breathing here, making sure that your left foot is stable. Then we're going to inhale, sending our right knee to the right side of the room. And on our next exhale, we are going to tap our right heel to our left heel. So if you follow me, exhale, tap, inhale, back up, exhale, tap, once again, and 1 more time. And then we'll inhale our knee back to center and slowly release. Beautiful, awesome work, you guys. And now we're going to turn over here to the long edge of the mat. We're going to inhale our arms up into the sky and exhale, forward fold. This is our first forward fold of the day. We're going to stay here for a little bit. If you want to hold opposite elbows and do a little ragdoll swing, you may do that. And we'll slowly release. Now we're going to inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to plank and to downward facing dog. In this downward dog, you can feel free to pedal it out. Might be a little tight in the hamstrings or the calves. Get a little warmed up here. And we're gonna add some abs. Everyone's favorite words. Okay, so on our inhale, we're going to lift our left leg to the sky and bring our left knee to our nose. So inhale to the sky, exhale to your nose. And we'll do 5 of these. So 1, inhale, exhale 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale back to the sky and exhale your foot back to where it was. And we'll do the same on the opposite leg. So we'll inhale our right foot to the sky and do 5 nose taps. So exhale to nose, 1, inhale to the sky, exhale to nose 2, sky. 3. Don't forget to breathe here. 4. And last one to nose. 5. Inhale back up. Exhale, release your right foot to the ground. And then we'll release our knees here. Big toes touching, knees spread out wide into extended child's pose. So we'll stay here to catch our breath. And we'll inhale, come back up, send your legs back into downward dog once more. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to tap our hands to our feet. So if you watch me the first round here, I'm going to inhale my left hand to my right foot. If you can't reach, obviously you can come to whatever point is accessible to you. And I'll inhale my right hand to my left foot, and we'll do this 5 times. Make sure that your abs are holding in here, you're breathing, and we're working hard. So let's do this together. Inhale for 1, exhale, release. Inhale, right palm, release. And now you can do this on your own for 4 more times. Try not to rock your body over to the side. Just try and reach with your hand and keep your body stable. Hips squared forward. Now we're going to come back to plank and lower down chaturanga to our bellies. So again, just catching our breath here. You can have your ear to mat or your forehead to mat, whatever is more comfortable. Now we're going to come to our forearms. What we're going to do on our forearms is we are going to turn into some hip rolls. So again, some more abs, obliques, core area. You can either intertwine your fingers together like this for some stability, or just place all 5 fingers into the mat with most of the pressure in your L, thumb and pointer finger, index finger. Okay, so do whichever way you please. I'm going to go for interlaced fingers today. I'm going to untuck my toes, and on my inhale, I will rise to plank. So you can follow me here. Inhale, plank. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And we're going to do that again, except this time we're going to rotate our left side of the body to the left side of the mat. So follow me here. Inhale back up to plank and roll to the left side. Inhale to center. Roll to the right side. Inhale to center. Left, center, right, center. And we'll do 2 more. Left, center, right, center, breathing. Last one. Right, center, and control-y release. Control-y, new word, control-y. I'm going to stretch out a little further. Again, disadvantage of this room is I'm just as tall as it, but we're gonna work our way up to Superman. What that means is, on our first inhale, we're gonna inhale our left arm and our right leg together, gaze staying forward, toes pointed, fingertips force forward as if someone is pulling you from both ends of your body. You want to stay activated. You can feel it in your glute, your leg, your arm, and then we'll slowly release and do the same on the opposite side. So we'll inhale as if I'm being pulled in a tug of war, and then slowly release. So we'll do this once on each side, and then we will inhale both our hands and our legs together for full Superman pose. So follow along with me here. We're gonna inhale, left arm and left leg. Holding here, toes pointed, everything activated, your belly is into the mat, looking forward, and slowly release. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Same thing, feeling that pull, holding, 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 and release. This time we're gonna do both our arms and both of our legs. So we'll catch our breath. And on our inhale, we will rise up. So together, inhale. Both our arms up, our belly is straight into the mat, pushing us up higher and higher. Toes are pointed, arms are being pulled, glutes are activated, and we're holding for 5, 4, I know you can do it, 3, 2, and 1, slowly release. You can place your forehead in the mat. You can put your arms behind you if that's more comfortable. And now we're just gonna slowly turn over onto our backs. We're almost done, you guys, I promise. Now that we're on our backs, we're gonna do a couple of leg raises. So what that is, it's sort of the same thing we were just doing, but on our backs instead of our bellies and not using our hands. So we inhale both of our legs together up into the sky with control. Our palms are against the mat. You can even sort of place them under your bums if you prefer, just for a little bit of leverage. And then we slowly release with control. Now you don't want to fly up and fly back down. You don't really feel it that way. Holding it with control makes it a lot more beneficial, and you'll see why. It's quite difficult, but we won't do too many of them. Let's do 4 of them. I know that's okay. 1 less than 5, you guys can do it, you're fine. Okay, so together we're gonna inhale both of our feet together. You can feel it in your abs. Breathing. And exhale, slowly release. Down, 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 down. Beautiful. So we'll do 3 more of those, but you don't need to hold the breath at the top. We can just do 3. We can just do 3 back to back. So if you're ready, follow me. You can go at your own pacing as well. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that you're breathing. You'll probably be a little shaky here. And we'll do 1 final one together. Inhale. And exhale, release. Amazing work, you guys. Now we're gonna come to Supta Baddha Konasana, kissing our feet together. Kiss the Irish. And slowly release. We can keep our palms on our inner thighs, just holding here, pressing some extra weight. Shoulder blades underneath us into the mat, and releasing. We're not quite finished, so don't get completely relaxed, but we just want to have a little rest here. Now we're going to interlace our fingers behind our heads, and we're just going to do a couple of crunches. I know what you're thinking, crunches aren't necessarily yoga, but when we do it slow and purposeful, we can make it yoga. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lifting our chest and our head, staring at the ceiling. No need to look at your knees or your feet, and come back down. So inhale, come up. If you want to press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, that sometimes helps so you don't strain your neck. And we'll do 10 of these together. if you find it hard to keep your hands behind your head, it also helps to put your hands sort of up against your ribs and pushing into your abs, because then you feel the movement as you're coming up, and it makes you more wary of the movement. So wherever you want to place your hands, whether on your belly or on your back of your head, you can do that, and we will set up for 10 crunches together. All right, so we'll inhale, up, exhale down. You know you've done a good workout when you're shaking at the end of the practice. I feel like I say this every week. I think I'm just a shaky body type. And slowly release. Okay, you guys, we're going to do a couple of stretches and then we are on to our belly breathing. Inhale both your knees to your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. A nice little squeeze into your abs and your belly, feeling all the hard work you've done today. And we can just kind of roll back to back here. And we'll take our left hand, placing it on the tops of our knees, sending both of them to the left side of the room. Inhale our right hand into cactus or extended, and gazing at the right side of the room. So this is a nice side stretch. We've done it a few times. This is about the time you start to hear your belly digesting, depending on when you ate. I ate just before I started this. Probably not a good idea, but that's what happens sometimes. And we'll inhale both our knees back to center. And exhale to the right side, sending our left hand out, cactus or extended, gazing over our shoulder. And we'll inhale back to center. One final hug, and we'll extend our legs flat. Okay, time for the belly breathing, the moment everyone's been waiting for. And if breathing isn't for you, then you can say your goodbyes here, or you can just lay in savasana and breathe the normal breath, which is basically the same thing, just with a little less effort. But we'll do this together. When it comes to belly breathing, what we do is we bring our left hand to our heart and our right hand to our belly. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale our entire belly up so you see it completely extended out in front of us on our inhales, and on our exhales we're going to release it all the way belly button to spine, letting out all of the air that we can. And we're going to do that consistently 5 times. And then the more that you practice breathing, the better you get at retention and the stronger capacity you have to hold or to intake your air. So after those 5 times, then we're going to do it again. Inhale, completely fill up your belly, and then we're going to hold. And then after we hold, before we exhale, we're going to inhale again, lifting more from our ribs this time. And then again, exhale, release everything. We'll do that for 5 times, and then on our very last one, inhale our belly, inhale our ribs, and then we're gonna have one last little bit of breath that we can bring in coming from our chest area, and then we'll slowly release and do that 5 times. So I know right now you're thinking that's impossible. I can barely even hold my breath or breathe in for that long already, even just in the belly. But just watch as we do it and follow and do it as best you can. If you can't do it, then just continue breathing in the belly or reaching the maximum that you're able to do. Your practice is for yourself, and you can only do what your body limits you to. And the more practice we do, the more that limit gets further and further, and you're able to reach new levels and get better as you go. So now if you want to do this with me, we will begin. So place your left hand onto your chest, right hand onto your belly. Get into a comfortable position because we're going to be here for a little bit. And we'll begin. So inhale, rise your belly up. Exhale, release. Inhale, belly up. Exhale, release. It becomes a habit to sort of squint your eyebrows and furrow your brow, but you don't want to do that here. You just want to relax every muscle that you can and breathe in as much as you can. And we'll do one final breath here. So that was 5 belly breaths. Now on this next one, we're going to do belly breath, hold. After a couple seconds, we're going to inhale again. So if you want, you can follow me for the first one. So we're going to inhale. Belly's at the top, breath is retained here. And then I'm going to inhale again. That inhale came from the ribs. And then we're going to slowly exhale. Belly button to spine. So you see that I inhale my belly to the fullest, retain at the top, and then inhale again. And it comes from the ribs. So we'll do that together 5 times. Inhale. And one final one. Retain. Inhale. And exhale. I forgot to mention that I am doing Ujjayi breath, which is in through the nose and out through the nose, but it's an audible breath that you hear through your throat. So this is a practice that yogis do. I learned it for Ashtanga and Vinyasa Yoga. If you do want to breathe out through your mouth, then feel free to do that. This is just the way that I practice it. Okay, so you guys did great. Remember, if you can't fill your belly all the way and then breathe again, and that's too much for you, fill your belly pretty high, retain, breathe in, retain, and do it again. There's no right or wrong. We're just doing this for our benefit, and we just want to reach what we can. So we're going to do one more inhaling through our belly, our ribs, and then last one with our chest. So if you want to watch me do one first, then feel free. Otherwise, you can begin. Inhale. And one final one together. And slowly release your hands to the sides, keeping your eyes closed, adjusting in any way you need to be comfortable, loosening everything in your body, your facial muscles, your hands, your feet. Letting your breath return to normal. I urge you to take this time and relax in savasana, especially if you will be having a rowdy weekend. It's so important to just have this moment for yourself. Nothing surrounding you, no obligations, just relaxing. I'm going to turn over to my right side in fetal position. Push myself back up with my left palm and meet in lotus. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this with me. I was a little worried about my title, if people would know that this is a full sequence and not just breathing. I hope you enjoyed this and that having my little bit of tidbits of St. Patrick's Day was fun. I like to do what I can to keep things interesting, especially since I'm a new channel and I'm trying to break my way through the yoga universe. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment below. I really appreciate all of the comments that people leave, and I would love to hear feedback or any recommendations or requests that you have. As well, don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every week. And if you guys do have playlists on your YouTube channel, don't forget to take advantage of that. A lot of people have yoga playlists. You can just add my sequences right to those, and I will be easily accessible to you. Especially your favorite ones that you feel, oh, I got really sore from this one, or this was a nice one. I feel like if I want to do this in the mornings, then I can just come back to this one over and over again. Any kind of support, whether you like, subscribe, add to playlists, that all helps me in the long run. So again, thank you so much. I hope you have a terrific weekend. Don't feel judged if you want to go out and party and drink green beer. We are yogis, but we're also humans, and we can do with life what we want to do. We just have to look after ourselves when we do it and when we have the time to. So thank you again. Have a terrific weekend, amazing weekend. Hopefully it's sunny like this, and I will see you again next week. Namaste.